Hey y'all, welcome to Juicey's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing pork steak, but we're going to do it the Juicey's way. If you have a big family and you're trying to stretch your Sunday dinner and you want to make a healthy meal, we're going to do it the Juicey's way. We have a pack of pork steaks, and these pork steaks were only $8.97, $9. Baby, you can feed a good 9 to 10 people off of this, okay, when we make it the Juicey's way. I have 4 tablespoons of chopped garlic. I also have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You want to clean your meat with apple cider vinegar before you even prepare it and everything, but we'll talk about that in my next video. I put 4 tablespoons of complete seasoning, and I'm just telling y'all that I'm putting the tablespoons, but see, I eyeball my seasonings because I've been cooking for so long, so I know what to put on there, but I'm just trying to give you an estimate of the tablespoons and the teaspoons because a lot of people don't know, you know, the measurements and things like that. But this is the way I cook. I just sprinkle it in there. But that was like 4 tablespoons of the complete seasoning. I used like 4 teaspoons of garlic powder, 4 teaspoons of onion powder. Excuse me, everything clean in here, so you ain't got to worry about that. I use like 3 teaspoons of Jamaican jerk seasoning, and I usually use a teaspoon of curry powder just to enhance the flavor, but I use 2 teaspoons of ginger. I love that. And I also use my secret, you hear me? You need like 3 teaspoons of this Old Bay garlic and herb. And I use 2 teaspoons of gravy master. So, and now we're just gonna move it around. Put your glove on or whatever. You could use your regular hands. That's the old-fashioned way. You feel me? But then just mix everything together. And then in this plate, I have carrots. I have 3 carrots, 1 celery stem, a teaspoon of red pepper. I have 2 green onions, like 3 teaspoons of parsley, 2 teaspoons of thyme. I have a half of a bell pepper, red, yellow, orange pepper. I use that for the color. And I also use 3 plum tomatoes and 1 large onion. We're gonna put all of this in the bowl. And then we're gonna mix it together. Honey, this is good. You hear me? I learned little techniques from just watching different people prepare it. And then I just tweaked it and made it my own way, the Juicey's way. And so you can stretch it and feed your family. That's what it's about, and feeding them good and clean and nutritious food. Okay, and then I just let that sit for like about, I don't know, you can let it sit 30 minutes to an hour. It all depends on how fast you want to prepare your meal, but today we're gonna let it sit only 30 minutes because sometimes I let it sit like 3 hours, and I wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, let it sit for like 3 hours to enhance the flavors. But if you use all of those seasonings like I told you to use, it's gonna turn out perfect. You just have to use all of those seasonings like I told you to use. And I also, for the red color, I use the Paprika. I don't know if I even said anything about the Paprika, but I want to make sure that I tell you guys. I use like 3 teaspoons, maybe 4 teaspoons of the Paprika, but I just use that to enhance the color. It doesn't do anything with the flavor, but I use that to enhance the color. That's where you see that red, the red seasoning. That's the Paprika. I want to make sure you guys have all of that. And then I put it in my pan. I got to get everything ready because it's not hot or anything yet, but that's like 3 teaspoons of olive oil. I'm just going to fry the meat. When we put the meat in, we're going to make sure it's clean so you don't fry any of the vegetables. Put the meat in, and then we're going to slow simmer it for about, I don't know, about 15 minutes. 7 minutes on one side, 7 minutes on the other. And then we're going to add the vegetables to it. And then we're going to add 1 cup of water. But we'll be back to show you. Hey y'all, we back again. And we got the meat. We cooked it for, I think, about 20 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes on each side. But now we're going to add the vegetables. These are the vegetables. We're just going to add it in. In 1 minute. And add the vegetables and then I'm going to flip it a little bit. Okay, we stirred all the vegetables into the meat. And in this cup, I have a 6 ounce of tomato paste. I also have 6 tablespoons of ketchup. Just gonna put that on the top. First, we're gonna mix it up. Gotta mix it up. Yes, mix it up just a little. It's gonna combine anyways. Mix it all, get in the pot. If you want it a little thicker, you can put a little cornstarch and some water in a cup and mix it up. Just like a teaspoon of cornstarch. And maybe, I don't know, like a half a cup of water and just mix it up. Like I said, if you want the cornstarch in it to make it thicker, just add a teaspoon with a half a cup of water, pour it in. And you want to pour it on the side so you don't disturb any of the ingredients and stuff. And I want to let y'all know that I use 2 cups of water, but I use the filtered water. I like to use bottled water. But I have 2 bottles of bottled water for this meal, just in case you need to add a little bit more water. But I let it simmer for like 2 hours. I put the lid on and I let it simmer for like 2 hours. I may come back in like an hour and check it and stir it a little bit and make sure everything is combined. I may have to add a little bit of water, but you don't want to add too much water because you want everything to make its own gravy. And we're going to serve it with some white rice, but I'll show you guys that video in the next time. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a blessed day.